Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile.
I finished a gig in Canberra one night, and this tall bloke came up to me, I remember, and said, "Oh, we've got this vocal group, would you have a listen to this and tell us what you think?" It was Nick BEGBIE, and he said, "We're called The Idea of North," and it all sounded a bit weird to me until I put the disc on, and it was just fabulous. I thought, where have these guys been hiding?
Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness.
We've had him write over the years several really cool arrangements for us, and we've really enjoyed singing them. And it got to the end of last year and I just thought to myself, you know what, we've done all these cool gigs with James and we've never actually recorded any of the tunes that we've sung and performed with him. So it was time, and I gave him a call and I said, mate, let's just record an album.
It just evolved as these things do. There was no, at the beginning knowing what it was going to be like. We just talked about the different elements we might have in it. And it's a real departure for them, because not only am I with them, but I mean we've got string sections and big band and a band, and normally they're an a cappella group, so this is quite a departure, but a lot of fun.
Smile, though your heart is aching.
Some of the songs were originally Idea of North songs that we could hear James adding to, so they were existing songs that are now augmented by his presence. Some of them were the exact opposite. They were his songs that he wrote us into, and then some we just thought, what would we love to do as this project? What's a unique opportunity for us to do what neither of us has been able to do on our own? So there were some bigger tracks where we've got a whole big band, and What a Fool Believes is a very interesting arrangement of what used to be a pop tune, and now it's done with James's particular style. So it's a real mixed bag.
To reason away what seems to be is always better than nothing, and nothing at all. Keep sending him somewhere back in long ago, where he can still believe there's a place in her life someday, somewhere. She will return.
One thing I've known right from the first day I met these people, they just will not settle for anything but perfection, and they just have to have it just so, and they put so much work into everything they do. Of course you can hear it when they sing.
Think twice as he rises to her apology. Anybody else would surely know.
It's been fantastic working with James. We've had a history with James for some years now, and he's been a wonderful friend and mentor to us. And now working with him on this project is just fantastic. And I think it's fair to say that he's played most of the instruments on the track, on the album, which is good for us because it's saved us a lot of money in session musos.
James Morrison plays everything, I think, except the bagpipes perhaps, and they almost all exist on this album. He had a lot of fun.
This is, now let me check, I'm right here, I think this is the only recording of me in existence playing the double bass. I play on gigs and do it on things, but I don't think I've ever recorded it on an album. I haven't on an album before yet.
He believes in one-take wonders, so he'll rarely do something twice unless there's a real issue, which is the opposite for us. We usually record 4 or 5 things and then we can choose between, but he says the vibe of the first take is the most important essence of the album, and he'd prefer not to do anything after that.
I'm not a genie for your wishes, or the man that does the dishes, and I'm not a cookie for you.
these guys have absolutely no end of energy to try things. A lot of bands, you go, let's do it this way and let's do it that way. That's enough. That way's fine. These guys are going, no, there are another 36 ways to do this. Let's try them all in case we like one better. But seriously, they've just got no end of energy and diligence to just keep going until they say, okay, we've tried every way we can do this. That's the best way.
Get a switch that you got to itch. I can feel a groove and I got to move. John, it's concluded that you're quite deluded. I'm not a genie by your wishes or the man that does the dishes and I'm not a cook and figure.
You can always tell great music by when you take away the string section, is it still a good song? Then you take away the big band, is it still good? Then you take away the rhythm section, finally you're just left with someone singing a melody. If it still sounds great, that's a great song. And I think this music is like that, not to blow our own trumpet, but it is big. I mean, we have got strings and big band, but you could take it down just to the guys singing and it's still wonderful.
And delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you.
It's definitely a jazz album, which is really where our roots lie, and James as well, of course. We have experimented with a couple of different styles of jazz on the album, and every song is completely different.
It certainly has that jazz feel and ethos about it all the way through. But there are tracks that, you don't have to specifically call jazz. It's just good music.
Of you.